label. Her buddy Mendeecees. Buddy? Please. Last time I looked, the two were tangled up real snug at the Regis Hotel bar right after their messy fling that sparked controversy. Honey, this circus is screaming staged PR exactly like Funky Dineva warned. And here's the kicker, word is, Funky's ready to spill every crumb, exposing how that supposed fling between Tamar and Mendeecees was nothing but a clout chase PR trick, and how that accident was allegedly staged. Phew, sis Tamar swears on everything she just wants serenity. But chilly every single time, she is the drama.
For the record, so many of y'all out there are so committed to disliking me and only wanting to view me through the lens of being some messy punk that you can't see the forest for the goddamn trees. Tamar Braxton took to her social media first.
Okay, y'all remember just days back when Tamar Braxton hopped online claiming she nearly died, listing wounds like a busted nose and knocked out teeth, yet never said what went down. Right after, she conveniently dropped a teaser for her shiny EP Heartbreak Retrograde with cameos from Funky Dineva and more. In the teaser, Tamar is straight up cuddling with Yandy Smith's man. One shot shows him scooping Tamar up, then instantly cuts to another where he's caught landing a kiss right on her cheek. Tamar's mama Miss E, her ex-hubby Vincent Herbert, and radio voice L'Oreal all pop up in the promo, tossing Tamar advice on whether risking love with Mendeecees is smart while doubts swirl. Word on the curb says Tamar was linked to Funky first before the crash, and once it went down, folks instantly assumed he had a hand in it and plotted to unalive Tamar. I can't confirm if he slid into her DMs begging her to kill the noise, but before anyone blinked, Funky Dineva popped up on Instagram doing a live stream ranting he felt backstabbed and tossed out like collateral in what he claimed was Tamar's messy PR scam. Look, Tamar Braxton broadcasted to everyone she was stuck in the hospital, barely able to walk or talk after that terrifying wreck. Yet somehow she managed the strength and stamina to drop a full trailer hyping her upcoming EP. That move had everyone side-eyeing, because while she sprinted to push promo, she couldn't bother dialing up Funky Dineva, who was out here dodging stray shots and getting dragged straight into the chaos. It all comes off kinda shady, like her priorities weren't making sense. How you got energy to blast promos everywhere, but none to check a friend left blindsided. Honestly, that's what pushed fans and media into speculating that maybe those injuries were seriously exaggerated. Or maybe staged as a PR stunt, leaving Funky Dineva tangled in the mess since he popped up in that promo. But chilly, guess what? Funky said absolutely not. And sis, he started pouring the tea himself, piping hot, unfiltered, and straight to the point. In the since-deleted YouTube live from Dineva himself, he shadefully called Tamar that woman and swore he knew nothing about her situation. He insisted that after hanging at V12, they linked with friends to keep the night rolling, but he dipped home solo and never followed her afterward.
And everybody, oh, that junkie was with her last night. I know he did something. That's why you gotta watch the friends you keep. He did. Somebody up there knows. At first it was cute. It was just a few little comments. Big deal. I've weathered far worse storms. Then all of a sudden it started growing legs. When I logged on to do my show, there was 7,000 people sitting in the hallway waiting. The entire chat said, Tamar, tell us what happened to Tamar. Tell us what you did to Tamar. Tamar, you know what we want to talk about. He want to talk about everything except Tamar.
According to his version, he also claimed he only discovered Tamar's so-called serious injuries through social media like everybody else, and that she never revealed the real extent of her condition to him. He added that he knows Tamar constantly scrolls the comments just to check what people are whispering about her and her music. So, he's nearly convinced she read all the messy shade dragging him, accusing him of hurting her. Reportedly, when he pressed Tamar to shut down the rumors before they started spreading wild, she allegedly clapped back. I'm lost. I'm confused. I never said a word. I'm laid up in the hospital. Now, chilly, Funky Dineva nearly dropped the real tea on why that shiny promo for her music project popped out early. But rather than serving the tea, he simply said, and even right now, I honestly still don't have the heart to drag you. Even right now, I'm still shielding you. All I'm asking is that you fix it. Baby, he even blasted Tamar for refusing to defend him in an Instagram post and suggested she looked perfectly normal during the time of that so-called incident. He even dropped a caption under the post. Here it is. I got ate up alive over my birthday weekend, and the whole while there was nothing wrong with Tamar's behind. Now, she done released this tired music video for this ragged EP that don't nobody want. And because I'm in the video, people are going to think I was part of the PR stunt. I was collateral damage in a 2-bit PR stunt. Tamar, you ain't even going to try to clear up any of this and tell the people I didn't do anything to you or know what happened. I was accused of not being a friend to you, when at the end of the day it was you not being a friend to me. I didn't deserve any of this, and I'm deeply hurt. Funky Dineva said he clapped back because suddenly folks started tossing wild accusations his way while Tamar stayed silent. Like, he was being blamed for outrageous things, people even suggesting he maybe slipped something into Tamar's drink and handing it to her, not caring about her health, and calling her that lady, though that's literally just his Miami slang. Being branded messy for hitting the internet and spilling the night's drama, even though Tamar was the first to admit she got hurt. He said folks saw their video from the night before and instantly accused him of plotting something shady. So he only said he had no clue what happened to that lady, but folks kept pressing him while pointing fingers. On top of that, he claimed he got accused of clout chasing, sacrificing Tamar for the Illuminati, swiping Miss Evelyn's identity, cashing her social security, trashing Tamar's car, and even snatching her laptop loaded with unreleased tracks. And every single accusation just had him fuming him off. Now, another thing floating around is folks saying Funky Dineva hinted that Tamar's whole fling with Mendeecees was cooked up for PR too. And y'all remember right before that so-called accident, Tamar was allegedly seen at Atlanta's V12 lounge. Word is, she and Mendeecees were way too cozy that night. Sources even alleged that once the club shut down, around 1 a.m., Tamar supposedly invited him and a few more friends back to her spot. Of course, that instantly sparked talk about whether she and Mendeecees had something brewing. Now, who knows how she'll clap back at claims she was later seen with him at Reg's hotel bar. And from what I've heard, they looked extra tight. One source even spilled that. I was on the phone with my wifey yesterday when she said, "Do you want some hot tea?" I replied, "Of course." As I grabbed my tea, she then told me I was at Regis hotel bar and Tamar was there. At first, she was sitting with 2 guys, but then Meanies walked in and went over to her table. The 2 guys got up and left, and from that point on, Tamar and Meanies were cuddling the rest of the night. She also mentioned that she sees Tamar there often and that Tamar tends to be quite drunk. But here's the gag. Tamar has let all those whispers about her and Mendeecees swirl without a peep. The chatter about them being too close at that Atlanta lounge is still running wild online. Yet notice, she never jumped in to deny or even address a thing. Honestly, it feels like she's letting the buzz grow, because let's be real, controversy keeps her trending. Pair that with her flashy music rollout, and you gotta wonder if she's purposely letting the affair whispers spin as free promo. Eventually, she clapped back at Funky Dineva through a string of Instagram stories, swearing she didn't fake her accident and saying she hated that her silence got twisted. She said, "I did not fake my accident. I wish it was some lie or PR game. I'm crushed that anybody would think that. Please stream my EP. I poured my heart, my coins, and my grind into it for my Tay Martian fam to enjoy." She doubled down saying she only wants peace, that she's healed too much to waste energy on beef, and claimed the drama isn't about anyone's man, just her own heartbreak storyline. Then she added, "No matter what he says, I still love Miss Funky Dineva. Anyway, had I known what was happening while I was stuck in that hospital bed, I would have spoken up. It's awful that my silence turned into this circus. I only want peace." Well, Funky Dineva claimed he wants peace too, and chose to drop the entire mess. On the surface, it looks patched up again. But let's not kid ourselves. Deep down, he likely still feels played because Tamar's silence and rollout timing made him look like collateral damage in a storm he never caused. And honestly, that's not how a real friend moves. Tamar may have polished it up for the public, but her choices proved that when it came to saving her brand or saving her friend, she picked her brand. And if she staged that entire fling with Mendeecees, fully aware his wife Yandy would catch stray fire too, that's beyond messy low. Some folks also swear Funky Dineva always looked irritated with Tamar, and they never believed the friendship was real anyway. So tell me, were they just using each other? Did Tamar mastermind the whole thing for PR?